And don't want to fix it alone? Call RVFix to get virtual assistance from a certified technician today.
Hi, this is Kevin with RVFix. Today I'd like to talk to you about adjusting drawer guides on a lot of your different drawers that you're going to see in your RVs are going to use the same guides. If you take a look at this drawer right here, you can see it's not really wanting to close flush. We have gaps around the bottom, around the top, and it's just kind of in general, you got to push on it kind of hard. Still not really closing flush. A lot of the times when you have a problem like that, it's going to be with the way the drawer guides are mounted. Maybe a screws come loose, or the actual mounts back behind there, which I'll show you when we get in there, could have twisted or turned just driving the unit around as well. So first thing, the way these drawers come off, I'll just show you on this one right next to it right here. So when you pull these out far enough, there's these little tabs on the sides of them. There's a little black plastic tab inside of that rail. And there's going to be one on each side. One's going to go up and one is going to come down. And when we push on those, we can actually release the catch that will let these guys out. So like I said, one side goes down, other side goes up, and that's what releases just to let those drawers come out of there. So that one's out. Now we're going to take out our drawer that's actually having the issue. And same thing, we're just going to get to where we can get to our little tabs, release the drawer, and it slides right out of there. So and right away on this one back here, we have a guide that has come off its back mount right there. So we're just going to need to loosen the screws up, slide that guy off, and then put it back on its mount. So in the side mounting screw is actually going to be right there. You got to kind of line it up with some of the holes in that drawer guide itself. And there usually is just the one screw, no matter how long these guys are. They just mount into that front style right there. And this back piece slips right off of there. And this style actually slides into its mount. Oh. All right, so we're just gonna slide it in there, line it up. The other one's right at the edge, so we're just gonna wanna try to keep everything even. One thing while messing with this as well, like I said, the back right here, that screw has started to come loose, and that's just allowing this to twist and turn and just kind of mess with the alignment of your drawer guides. So, we're just gonna get in here and tighten this guy up as well. You're just going to want to keep it as straight as possible. Normally, we just can throw like a straight edge on the back of there, but yeah, you're going to want to get the back, whichever way they mounted the mounts onto that board, you're just going to want to keep that as straight as possible so those drawer guides are sliding in and out nice and smooth. And then we're just going to take this guy, and it'll actually just slide into its mount. So we just slide it in there until we line up with our edge. So what I'm doing is just keeping this outer edge is pretty much just going right in line with that style right there, and it should line back up with our front screw hole. And we're just going to line back up this hole so we can get the screw in there. Get it tightened down. Whenever you're screwing into these as well, you want to be really careful. This building material they use, if you over tighten those screws, it's very easy to strip out the holes into this wood. If that does happen, you can always find a wider screw, as long as it'll fit flush in there and doesn't interfere with your drawer guide. You can put a wider screw, or a lot of times what we'll do, you can take a matchstick, a toothpick, some type of small piece of wood, and you actually stuff it into that screw hole and then put the screw back in there, and it'll help fill in that gap so the screw will still grab nice and tight so your drawer guide's not just flopping around on there. Once we get that back of that mount done, we're just going to line up. You can see how our drawer guides just have these notches right here, and they're going to fit right back into your plastic guides on the end of the rails. So the way I like to do it, because a lot of the times there's a little bit of a gap on these. So I will actually just slide one side until it clicks. And then I will take this other side, line it up, and go until I hear that slight click on there. And then your drawer's back in, it's closing nice and tight everywhere around it. If you do end up a little bit crooked on that back piece of mount, a lot of times you'll know because you'll get resistance on this wanting to slide in and out, or you might end up with a little bit of a gap, you know, around the edges, and it's all in the adjustment of these rails on the back where they're mounted, keeping them straight.
Thanks for watching. If this video didn't solve your problem, don't worry. We're here to help. Give us a call at 1-844-66-RVFix. We'll diagnose your issue quickly with a certified technician on a video call, get any parts and warranty processed, and if needed, we'll coordinate a service center or mobile technician to get you fixed. We'll handle it all so you can get back to camping.